In a recent instalment, I told you of a whole host of new mini buzzer signals that have been appearing on the shortwave dial. They've been logged on 5782, 5950 and 6930 kHz, and I, like many, are divided on what these are. They could just be pirates, but that would take a lot of commitment and equipment to pull off, although it's not impossible. One example of what is probably a pirate is the Stalingrad ticking clock on 6911 kHz. There's been all sorts of rumours and conspiracies surrounding this signal, links for which you can find in the description below. The ticking is interspersed with air raid sirens and music, which all points towards a pirate, but it's been on for a long time now. It did sound a bit poorly this week, however. Take a listen. These markers could, on the other hand, be Russia keeping frequencies clear in the event that military traffic needs to be sent. The Russian link is purely due to the similarities with other Russian channel markers. For more on these, I'll leave a playlist in the description below that runs through the complete evolution of these strange signals. While scanning for these new markers, it's easy to forget the OG marker. Sorry, I promise I'll never say that again. The buzzer on 4625 kHz. This has been around for decades and doesn't need any introduction. If you don't know what it is, then again check the links in the description below. Recently, the buzzer appears to be going through some sort of operational evolution. It once buzzed 24/7 and stopped when a voice message needed to be sent. Take a listen. Recently, however, and although the voice messages do still take place, it seems to be the home of another intriguing signal when the buzzing stops. Take a listen. So, many believe this is a jamming attempt. The buzzer is no stranger to jamming with music and all sorts of other things, but this sounds like Sys-12. What is Sys-12? Well, it's a 12-tone PSK military multi-channel modem. It sends scrambled voice and data communications. These modems were designed to have different devices plugged into them as an input, most often teleprinters unique to the different military services and civilian agencies that use them, and also vocoders and speech encipherment systems. Who uses SIS-12? Well, the Russian military, of course. They obviously know that the buzzer is jammed often. They also know that voice messages, while completely encrypted, are monitored. Other intelligence agencies will see the voice messages as an indication that something is being sent at a particular time, and this sort of intelligence is sometimes just as valuable as the contents of the messages themselves. Maybe the SIS-12 signal that transmits for hours on end is a way of concealing these sorts of clues. One thing to note is that to me, and I'm sure you'll agree, this doesn't look like an idle SIS-12 signal. There's traffic being sent here. The buzzing stops and the SIS-12 transmission takes over, so we can assume that the buzzer is still acting as a channel marker that keeps the frequency clear for traffic. It's just now, perhaps the traffic is somewhere in that long SIS-12 transmission. Who knows? Another thing I've noticed is that the buzzer is often weak here in the UK lately. Maybe it's directional and targeting another area. Again, we can only surmise. On other evenings, I've tuned in and the buzzer has been gone altogether. Listening on remote SDRs across Europe shows the frequency clear too. This is all, of course, just my thoughts and assumptions based on what I've heard. I could be completely wrong. I probably am. Let me know in the comments what you think the ever-increasing SIS-12 activity on 4625 kHz means or signifies. It's always good to get some discussion going.